Hello everyone. If you're watching this, you stumbled on to the mini self-producing meth lab. Ta-da! No, I'm just kidding. It's George here with the mini self-watering greenhouse. It's been about a month, a little over a month. I just wanted to update that video. If you remember, I told you I didn't make it to be pretty. I made it to be functional, so we were going to see how it worked out. As you can see, after sitting in the sun for about a month, I mean, it's working out pretty well, but you can see the plastic it all tightened up. So if you walk around, you can see that all the wood is being pulled apart from where it's been screwed together. And I had said I knew I would have to replace those. Probably after this season, I'll have to replace them. I figure I'll probably try PVC. I'll throw the shell together in PVC before I wrap it up again. But other than that, it's holding up pretty well. Take a look inside and show you how things have been doing. Look at that. Not everything popped up. I mean, that's why you're supposed to plant more than one seed. You're supposed to put like 4 or 5 seeds when you plant each time. What I did was in each cup I put 1 seed, but every row has the same thing. So for this row, let's say there is onions. For this row, it's squash. For this row, it's cucumbers. And then there's 3 different types of tomatoes in each row. There's one type here, one type here, and one type here. So not everything popped up, only a few of them popped up, but look, this is the cucumber plant. Look at that, it's tall, and look how thick it is. The stalk on that's thick. I showed you on another video after the first one, the difference between the one that was planted outside the greenhouse and the one that's planted in here, and it's gotten huge, and it's super thick. I had to hold it up with a stick because it was starting to fall over. It was getting top heavy, but everything that's popping up is doing just fantastic. So I'm thinking the ones that didn't pop up, I'm hoping it was just the seeds. I'll have to try it again and see if more pop up next time. As for functionality, I mean, the ones that popped up are doing great. The sun keeps it all heated up. So, I mean, look at all that condensation that forms, and when you open it, you can just feel the waft of humid air that they're living in all the time. So I'm gonna have to transplant this one pretty soon because it's starting to get a little too big for this little greenhouse. But yeah, I would say it's pretty successful. I have to take, like I said, I'm gonna take another run at it when these are done. And what I might do is, I've noticed that because the water in it, now I just added water the other day since I first started it. And like I said, it's been about a month. So the water's just been sitting there, and it keeps evaporating onto the plastic, condensating and falling back down. But other than that, there's no real movement. So the water's getting stagnant and starting to smell funky. So I think what I'm gonna do when I'm done with this one is I'm gonna clean it out with vinegar and refill it again, but this time I'm gonna add a small pump. And since this fill thing doesn't work, it never did, so I'm just going to take this out. I'm going to put in a small pump in the bottom and add a tube to the top, so the water's constantly rotating, and that way the water won't stay stagnant. That was one thing they never covered in any of the videos I watched anyway, about self-watering gardens. The water just sitting there getting stagnant because it doesn't get used up that quick. I mean, it's not like I filled this whole thing up. It's only filled like up to here, you know, just where the end of the bottle is. See where the zip tie is? That's about how high the water is. That's it. But it doesn't use that much water at one time. So I think if I add just a small little pump, that'll pump it up to this with a tube, pushing the water back down, circulating the water will keep it from going stagnant. So I think next time we'll try that and see if more plants pop up. I mean, I know it's not because of the water. I'm hoping it's just because of the seeds, but judge for yourself. Everything that came up looks great. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you next time.